booted us out initially, but we managed to wrangle it back in and have been able to join the match. So we have Chiefs there. At the moment, they're behind 5-1 on that T-side of Mirage, so this was their map pick too. So we were expecting them to have a wide array of strategy. We saw them play it on the weekend there at the ESL AUNZ Championships, so we know that they can play it. But they're up against an unknown opposition here in Leapfrog. Dan, you expecting a good game?
Well, I hope so. It's as you said, it's a bit unfortunate we've missed the first 6 rounds. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a pretty interesting match.
Now, Dan, this isn't your first rodeo in terms of Counter-Strike. You've been around a little bit, but keen to see some of these plays?
Oh, I am, yeah. It's different sort of game to what I'm used to as a mediocre player. But
aren't we all?
No, I'm looking forward to seeing some big frags and some big plays. Excellent.
So, well, we've just been graciously gifted a host by ESL CSGO, so we've got a few more viewers here, but now we've got frag there as we see Alistair open up on his A-bomb site. The numbers are sneaking out. The Chiefs just starting to take the site over, and Alistair only resistance left. It does go down.
Yes.
The reply there from Inns. He's the last player left. On me too. Now he needs to try and isolate these two players between Tux and Inns. Let's just see whether or not he's able to do so. Tux in a relatively decent position, and Inns also...
Yes, very, very defensive position there. That's good.
Also waiting that one out now. Let's just see whether or not Inns can do this.
Unfortunately, no one can come through with the goods.
And that will bring up Chiefs ESC second round. Now, Dan, that was a relatively needed round for Chiefs here. They've actually been able to start to thin out the CT economy a little bit.
Yes, they have. Yeah, you can see there's a fairly average Famous there in the UMP. It's going to be a very weak round for them at the moment.
Now, I've noticed we've got Inns and Inns on either team. Is this a bit of a mirror match coming up?
Well, I hope there's 1v1, so it's going to be very exciting to see which Inns is the best.
Which Inns will end up on the outer? That's the question.
Well said.
But just Chiefs taking slow control of the map there. They have given a lot of territory to Leapfrog though. Leapfrog haven't really contested mid either, so this is a very cautious approach from both teams.
I was hoping to see a nice big entry frag from Chiefs Inns right then and there, but the Molotov seemed to push him back a little bit.
So he's just waiting that one out to see whether or not he can find that frag. Now drive him out, YSK. Or will it? Not good enough. But, we will have Inns now just making his way. Try and find YSK. He's still somehow surviving.
He's wearing flame retardant. That would have been what it was.
Back to a 2 versus 2 though with Alistair and Malta. Now to try and win this one over for Chiefs. They are up against Striker X and Inns. Striker X, very experienced player. Does take down Malta there, inner sight. Block now through. Alistair does get taken down.
Zowie comes through.
The Zowie
Might help
mouse.
his economy too with those 2 UMP frags as well.
Yeah, well, you would say so. The $600 bonus there, much needed for the economy. But what it's done is it's actually broken Chiefs. They didn't actually get into the bomb site. They missed the plant.
They're on eco here at the moment, Chiefs, so we'll see if there's going to be an interesting turnaround here.
So they're taking a bit of a faster approach too, actually going toward that mid section of the map, and they've actually driven Alex out of that mid window. So they're taking a lot of control of mid here, but they're just trying to...
Well, he's been spotted there.
Oh. Can we...
Interesting positioning, Jim, I think here. They've pushed him out a little bit, so they might be able to take control of the B side here. If they can make something happen.
Yeah,
Unfortunately not.
Unfortunately not to be. Alistair gets taken down in mid window, but...
Ooh, we've come in there. They get a few numbers there.
They do have a few numbers. They don't have a bomb.
No, they don't.
It's late into that bomb site. Malta does actually get the frag, so he's done a decent job. Won't be able to survive any longer than that. As we now have Lightstep, the last one remaining. He's in Palace. He's only got 17 HP to his name at P250. Bomb being put down in the A bomb site. A lot of work to do. Unfortunately for Snake Daddy, not able to do it.
Not today, mate. Not today.
So we will have Leapfrog just running away and leaping away to a 7-2 lead. But Chiefs, they will be able to buy because of that P250 eco there. So we're hopefully going to see more of a concentrated effort coming out from Chiefs. Now, if you look at the scoreboard there, it's Alex is doing most of the damage as they set themselves up for this A bomb site hit. Just going right through the pass, but on the other side of things too, you have Leapfrog here. Just 3 on that A bomb site. Or the frags are going the way of Chiefs at the moment. They're opening up, entering that bomb site.
He's coming in with the retake as well.
He does actually take down Tux in that one. I was going to say interesting, but we'll leave that one alone. Back to a 3v3. Back to a 3v3 now. Alistair, Lightstep, and Inns now need to try and secure this post player, but
Coming through.
but will he get on the bomb?
I think so.
He's actually taken YSK off the bomb here in this 1 versus 1.
Well done.
Wow.
Well done, Snake.
The
Very
clutch
slippery.
king.
Very slippery, that one, that play.
I'm not a-
Gypsy, if you will.
I'm not a fan of his new alias, Lightstep.
Yeah.
I feel as though Snake, wow, was the better of the aliases.
Oh, it was.
But he does manage to 3v1 there, an important round for Chiefs, so their economy is back on track. You can see though, Leapfrog still have quite a bit of an economy, and they're going to push up mid for a lot of territory here, Dan, so they're going to just, I was going to say, I actually feel a lot like James Bardolph here, so referring to you as Dan, but they push 2 up mid, they're going to get a lot of information from this push if they hold position, as Chiefs are setting themselves back in towards this A bomb site.
See if Wise Case. Oh, shut down. Sorry, mate. Not today.
It's been rejected.
Yes. Back
And-
to the pavilion.
Said back to the pavilion as Inns now. Just looking to see whether or not he can find a second frag. Now, they're not going to expect Striker X in this position, but if you look at the overlay, you can see Chiefs are now starting to head back towards the middle of the map. Now, will they spot out a
Now
frag
he's
at top
coming in
mid?
with the push now. Not, yeah. Inns is just on fire.
He's insane.
He's
Is-
insane.
Is what he is.
You could say he insta-binked him. I think I'll just leave that there.
Instability of our jokes
Yes.
are
Insane.
inciting violence. But we will have Inns and Alex. They're turning it back around. It's a 4 versus 2. They've got a lot of work to do. Alex does go down there, does a lot of damage, but doesn't get rewarded for it. And now, in what is a 4 versus 1, Inns has to watch the cross, instantly taken down by Malta. He was playing well across the course of the weekend, and they're going to need a bigger effort from all Chiefs players if they're going to try and bring this back. But damn, we haven't seen a real domination from both teams.
Yeah, no, they Leapfrog tend to sort of looking in their direction, but the Chiefs have really come back with some very good rounds to sort of slow their momentum down. And as you can see, Jim, they've got a CT-sided eco there, so that could be very, very interesting.
That's right, and now they've gone back towards their, their middays, trying to take control of mid there, as we do see now Tux just take YSK as he pokes his head down the T-ramp. But they're not really getting a lot out of these mid pushes,
No, they're
Leapfrog.
not. And you can see that Chiefs aren't really buying into this eco either. They're holding back on
They're just,
seem to be taking over now.
they're just sending in straight to the mix there. He does actually get his mirror match, takes down Inns. So just one player left with Tommy.
Here's Tommy.
Now, I actually thought Tommy was more of a Power Ranger.
Yeah, I did too. The Green Ranger, yep. Or White Ranger if you're a bit newer. I'm pretty OG Power Rangers if you ask me, but
You're in that old school hype, aren't you? You're a 90s kid.
yes. Well, it's actually available on Netflix if anyone's wondering.
Oh,
Power Rangers, I've a little bit of it.
there you go. Now, a bit more mid control coming out from Chiefs. It's the first time I've actually seen that from them.
Right.
And Tommy Just
Burning a little bit there, though.
it's morphin time. Straight into mid.
Oh, see you later.
Clothesline by Tux. As now, just spotted out at the ramp there. YSK taking
Not a-
down ins, but Chiefs have got
great.
control of the middle of the map.
It's an interesting round, actually, Jim. There's a fair bit of trading going on here. It's going 1 for 1 a fair bit. Hopefully
Now-
you can stay alive long enough to make the tees make something happen here.
We'll just see whether or not YSK can help his teammate. Now, they've made a correct read here. They're going towards the B bomb site, so it's just Striker X, the old Titans player sitting in A. Now, he's got a lot of information, so he's going to be relaying that to both Ins and YSK at this B bomb site, but that entry frag goes towards Malta. They will cross into this bomb site, and now Striker X has a lot of territory to cover. It's just on YSK here. Does catch out Alistair, and now it's back to a 2 versus 2.
Tux seems to have some pretty decent positioning here. He's a bit low, so there's not much he can do. Relying on Malta to sort of make a play here, so can reduce the numbers to a 2 to 1, hopefully.
So right now, if Tux can get a frag, this would be fantastic for Chiefs, and he does actually catch out Striker X there, so he does go down. Malta
Very good
finding,
round, Chiefs. Very good round.
Malta finding the next frag, but that was a round that Chiefs needed. Again, they're going to start to really break the economy of their opposition. It's important that they do so,
Could be looking at an eco here.
and you will be.
Yes, he will be.
And Chiefs' money situation is fantastic right now, so
It's very comfortable.
that perseverance has paid off. 4 rounds in a row. You can see there, they've really started to get the number up on their opposition. And, well, Leapfrog have found themselves being left.
Tux.
Great entry there into the site there. Malta finding the next one as well. Tommy just getting that 7 headshot. Fantastic work from him. And now, Ins.
1 health, though. We can stay alive.
Hopefully he doesn't get caught out here.
Well,
Ins.
other ins.
The
Leapfrog
other
ins
ins.
is coming from behind here.
Leapfrog Ins has actually managed to grab an AWP.
Yes, he's going to save that, I hope.
He's actually picked up Malta as well. Now this is doable for him, but unfortunately he's not going to have a kit,
Yes.
and well,
Time is not on his side.
time is definitely not on his side. But Ins has actually tried to cut him off at the pass, so hopefully trying to take that AWP out of his hands. It's important that he tries to save this, but oh,
Big
what a
shot.
shot!
Oh, we could get the second. Fortunately, good trade for Chiefs. They're taking the AWP out of his hands, so and they don't seem like they're going to be able to afford an AWP here.
Yeah, I don't think they will be able to. They will essentially now have to buy what best they can at the end of this round. They have a decent buy, both
Yes.
teams coming into this. They've done a good job of managing their economy, both Leapfrog and Chiefs. But when we joined this match, it was Leapfrog
Yeah.
out to a racing lead, and they've been reeled back in by Chiefs. So this is good from Chiefs.
Yep. Well, they've been making some big plays and some big shots, Jim. They've really just brought the momentum back. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how they go. They can continue with the momentum that they've actually got.
That's right. Now, there's been trades left, right, and centre. Tommy actually finds Ins on the balcony through the top of that smoke. So it's back to a 3 versus 3. Smokes will fade soon, so it's important the Chiefs get that bomb down. And they will manage to do so just as the smokes dissipate. 3v3 retake to come. Alistair catching one out with his grenade in hand. Ins with that quick reply as well, back to a 2 versus 2. So as quickly as they're being shot, they're being traded.
I was hoping that Snake was going to make it. Unfortunately, it couldn't come through.
And Alex will get that last frag and the defuse as well. Leapfrog slightly steady their half. Back to an 8-7, only a slight advantage. But just looking at that, you could see when we joined the match, we actually joined at, I think it was 5-1, the
Yes, it
score
was, yeah.
to Leapfrog. And since then, they haven't had much success at all. So maybe we're the commentators cursed for Leapfrog.
Yes, we could be. Unfortunately, I'm a little bit biased towards the Australian team, though, so I'm happy about this curse that you speak of.
Proud Aussie, Dan.
Yep. Oh, definitely.
But look, Dan, from what you've seen so far, do you feel as though Chiefs have enough now momentum to get over Leapfrog? Do you think they have that up on their opposition? This is a best of 3, so we'll be playing a best of 3. I believe Leapfrog actually picked Overpass as the next map. So
Okay. I mean, it all depends on how they go with their pistol here. If they can just get it rolling, and yeah, they could really take it out. Obviously, Leapfrog choosing Overpass must be a very strong map of theirs. So yeah, it could be interesting to see how that goes.
yeah, now we don't know a whole lot about Leapfrog. We will admit that,
Unfortunately
but they do have some recognisable faces, or should I say face,
not.
because they've got Striker X, who was from the old Singapore team Titans. So if you are familiar with your Asian CS 1.6,
Yes, very familiar. Jim.
you're like a textbook for this sort of stuff, Dan.
Yes.
He was quite a prominent player in that lineup, in that scene, and at one point too, they even sent the Titan team over to Australia for a Code 5 qualifier to try and jag that invite from us.
Yes,
So
I do remember that. That was a dark day, wasn't it?
They didn't succeed,
No, they didn't succeed. No.
but of those dark days, they're now past us. We're on to Mirage. There's
Yes, that's right.
a shining light above us. And Tommy now just sitting in that middle of the underpass. Now just waiting things out. That bomber's going to head towards the A bomb site through T-ramp. It's by itself though, but thankfully they're very passive in their positions, Chief. So I'm just going to wait this out and back their retake. Great headshot there from YSK as he pushes down the T-ramp. They're taking a lot of territory control here. Striker X. He's in a fantastic position.
Yes, he is. Even the other players at Ticket Booth there, they have some pretty interesting positioning there too. Their base is covered actually.
Now, we do see Tommy once again. Oh,
He's just on fire.
he's morphed. He's found his final form.
He is wide range now. He's not green range anymore.
But before that, Alistair going into beast mode. Now, they need to find the last player. Alex here, under the balcony, is slipping.
Did he? I thought I was seeing things. He just jumped over the top of him and ran away.
What an absolute beast. And seemingly out of nowhere, that round surprised us all. I thought Chiefs were doing enough on that retake,
Yes,
but
I did
Alex,
too. Yeah, they were making some pretty big frags.
it was a bit of a slogfest in that A-bomb site.
It was. We're going hell for leather if you wish.
But now we have a Leapfrog winning that pistol round. Now, as we said, this was Chiefs' pick, so losing that pistol means that they're not going to find it too easy at all. Now, they didn't win the last pistol, but Inns taking down Malta after being dealt a little bit of damage.
Yes, a sufficient amount, I would say.
No, I dare say not sufficient
Not
enough.
sufficient enough,
Not-
but hey, every little bit helps.
Not to kill it. Well, if we all pitch in,
Yeah, that's right.
we'll
Everyone's got to
damage
do
them.
their bit.
But now we have Inns with that Desert Eagle. Chiefs not really buying too heavily into this, but they have spent all their money doing so. Lightstep just making sure he doesn't spend that money on the armor. He's now transitioned into solely that AWP role, so he's going to be needing to conserve his money. It's not surprising to see him go without, as the rest of the team try and armor up. They're not really doing anything too gimmicky on their anti-eco though. So Tux just gets that spot out, gets the information. YSK takes a lot of damage here. Now, they could potentially do a lot of damage here, Chiefs. That grenade is just going to crush Tux. It's return of the map.
It certainly is.
But Alistair finds 3 quick frags before he's silenced by Tommy. And now Inns finds the reply there. But
this
jeez,
could be a bit tense here, Jim.
1v1, mirror
Inns versus
match.
Inns, this is what we've all been waiting for. Who's the best?
Let's just find out who is insufficient.
Ooh.
And Inns
Yes.
taking down Inns in that one. So
Yes.
for anyone that's watching though, Inns on Leapfrog, his full alias is Insanity.
Yes. Yeah, he just wanted to confuse us viewers, I'd say, by
Mhm.
changing his name to INS.
So Inns v Inns, they will now, they'll settle that one. I think that's notching it up. I think it's about, well, we can't comment for the rest of the match, but I think it's 1 apiece each. So Inns on Inns,
Yes.
mirror match on mirror match. Actually no, it's 2v1, 2 on 1.
Ooh, that's big deagle there.
Inns getting some of his own back towards that A-bomb site, but you can see that bomber's in the B halls. Inns again doing damage.
Good frags.
Has been taken out though. Back to a 3 versus 3, so some fantastic deagles from Inns. Obviously disgruntled at losing that 1 versus 1 have meant that you could see Well, they've taken a lot of control here in the middle, and I don't think anyone knows from Chiefs.
Yeah, they don't seem to have the intel at the moment, do they? They're sort of just holding their position.
This is dangerous because Lightstep has been left on his own. Thankfully, he's got himself into a decent position here in the A bomb site because Snake Daddy's going to need to perform a miracle here because they're coming in hot.
It's very patient though. They got his number, unfortunately.
The rotation will come through. They will secure that bomb site. The bomb will go down, and well, Chiefs are going to attempt this retake. Great opening frag there from Ings. Looks to the
He's
second.
just making it happen, isn't he?
And more importantly, they're sticking together too, Chiefs. So that was realistically the only way they were going to make this retake happen. 2 versus 1 now on Alex. He's got a decent position though.
Yeah, they're yet to find him here.
Oh.
Big plays, big plays. It was very unfortunate for Chiefs, but very good round by Alex and Ins. Very good entry frags actually with the Ins on those Deagles.
Yeah, that's. I think we must reiterate that was an eco round.
Yes.
Just some pistols being brought up from Leapfrog in that instance, and Ins those Deagle shots. I wish we actually saw some of them in action
Yes.
because they sounded resounding. They were 1Bs.
Well, they certainly got he got commended by two of the Chiefs players, Chiefs Sports, calling it for what it was, and it was a good shot by the sound of things.
And now just a rush approach coming out from Leapfrog. Fast control of mid. They will pressure this A bomb site. Ins though.
He's just killing it with the entries, isn't he?
Despite losing that 1v1 to his mirror match,
Yes, his namesake. Yes.
he's been. It's almost like they've spurred him into some sort of Super Saiyan form.
Yeah, made him angry, I think.
They've instigated him
Yes, they have.
now, or incited him, inciting violence against Ins. But you can see there on the scoreboard, it is Tux from Chiefs putting it up, and Alex and Ins being spurred into action at that top of the scoreboard.
They've spotted him. I don't know where he's going to go after this.
There's another pistol round coming out from Chiefs here, but as Alistair, he's caught between a rock and a hard place, so that Molotov's just going to drive him back a little bit further. Thankfully for him, there's no one in those B halls coming through. Lightstep, choosing the right moment to step.
Wow. I think they sort of use that guy as bait a little bit. Would you agree? All the other CTs came out once the Leapfrog were looking for this guy and trying to get that easy kill.
Yeah, perfectly baiting him into that position as well. So we now have a situation where Chiefs have a man advantage or two, if you like to put it that way, as that bomb is going to head back through the B halls towards this B bomb site. And Chiefs have only managed to rotate one extra person onto that bomb site at the moment. Hopefully it's going to be enough though. They've made those P250s work. It's going to be a lot of pressure here on Ins and Tux.
And yeah, I think a bit more pressure on Tux as well. He's the man with the gun. He's expected, and he does. He's expected to make some pretty good frags. Give Ins a chance to get a weapon.
Oh!
It looks like he didn't really need it. He was taking a big shot.
Now it's all on Striker X here. 4 versus 1. They know exactly where he is. He has the bomb, thankfully, so he's got a lot of opportunity here, but he'll be taken down. Blindsided there by Tux. Fantastic round from Chiefs.
Very good eco round.
Lightstep.
Yeah,
up
that was very good frags by Lightstep, aka Snake. Yeah, it really made that round happen for him, giving Tux a gun, and Alistair, I think he had a gun too, so that was good.
Yep, fantastic round from Chiefs. So they actually managed to eco their opposites after being ecoed themselves. That bodes better for their money in this situation. Tech 9's coming out from Leapfrog. They just want to get their economy right. They've still got a few rounds advantage, but no need to go buying into it senselessly.
No, I hope we see some Tech 9 drive-bys here, actually. I think that'd be pretty
Please
interesting.
don't. Please, no more. My fragile state of being can't take any more Tech 9 drive-bys.
Yeah, so I've been on the receiving end of many Tech 9 drive-bys in the game, of course.
Just want to clarify.
Yes. I'm no gangster.
Ooh. The Flame doing a lot of damage there as YSK does go down, but they've managed to get the plant. So thankfully from a Leapfrog perspective, it's now going to force the hand of the Chiefs with that retake. Alex finding another one with the Deagle. 2 versus, well, now a 2 versus 3 in the favour of Leapfrog. So just the Tech 9s forcing their way into the site. They've made it work so far, and you can see Ins is on a low HP.
He's down for the count. So hopefully Lightstep takes the initiative of saving, but He could be going for the snake maneuver, as you will.
Unfortunately, he does go down in that instance, and well,
His money's
Leapfrog.
not great, yeah.
Leapfrog actually Tech 9 Chiefs out of that. So we will have Chiefs. Look at their money. It's all over the place. It's all over the
It's a very
shop.
back and forth game. It's sort of hard to get your economy right, and obviously your momentum too is a major key in the game. It's with this back and forth thing, it's very hard to sort of stay on top of things.
It's really punishing Chiefs too. I think I might add that because their CT side, their economy never really has got going at all. They've barely strung 2 rounds together, and this is boding really well for Leapfrog as Malta does go down early on in the picture.
Yeah, I'm hoping there can be some big Deagle frags on
Big
on
Deeg.
the CT, the big Deegs, yes.
And we will have Striker X just entering the old Titan stalwart to try and open things up on this bomb site. But you can see now that Leapfrog have grouped up well together.
Ooh, bit of friendly fire there, but not a
Ins on
problem.
ins to a teammate. Incredible. As we do have now Chiefs just pushing their way through the smoke. Alistair, I don't know where he is. Oh,
Big frags. But
Oh.
yeah, close but no cigar, Jim.
that could have been a potential triple there on the cards for
Yes.
Ali.
I
But
think we were all hoping to see it, but
his flowing locks unfortunately didn't produce the frags. And we will now have Chiefs just throwing everything into this buy here. It is really their last chance at a decent buy if they don't win this round. So unfortunately they will concede at least a match point before being able to buy themselves a decent amount of equipment again. A lot of damage coming out early on. You can see the aggression coming out from this
very
team.
good takedowns there.
Malta too. He does best in that position as well. So now pressure on Malta to go down through the box though. So 2v3. They've made it work, Leapfrog. They need to find more frags though.
Ooh.
Inns
Very,
has
very
been
nice shot by Inns.
Inns has been absolutely instrumental
Yeah,
for Leapfrog.
He
So
has.
I don't know if Inns has cloned himself and slightly bettered himself from
Possible
Chiefs.
with modern science, the way it's going. Yeah, it's absolutely possible that's happened, Jim.
With modern technology, that could be the way forward, cloning yourself and
Yeah.
going with this. But obviously, we're more familiar with the Australians. We
Yes, that we are. Yes.
the Inns from Singapore, probably not so familiar with, but they are going to head towards this B-bomb site. It's a good read too from Leapfrog, but you can see Chiefs have also made that counter read as well. Tommy does go down after taking a frag. It's back to a 1v2. Yeah.
Could be a very interesting play here, Orp versus Orp, and Inns has been on fire at the moment in this game, so
He's
he's
been
a bit
insane.
low though. Been insane, yes. Well put.
Ooh.
Ooh, just missed him.
Showing a bit too much shoulder there.
Yes. Should lose a few pounds, I think, by next round, hopefully.
Now the shadow advantage goes the way of Chiefs in that instance. Back to a 13-10 scoreline. T-side economy, very good. We'll be able to buy into this quite comfortably. On the other side of things, though, Chiefs, they're actually struggling a little bit in terms of financials.
They are.
They put a lot into this buy. Again, that round coming down to a 1 versus 1 doesn't really help stabilise their economy. Whilst it helps them get closer on the scoreboard, in terms of the economic game, they're still far behind. So we will have Leapfrog just getting themselves sorted back towards A for an execute. But that bomb has wandered itself off towards the B hall. So I'm perhaps looking at a fake coming out from Leapfrog here. And that's exactly what it's going to be. They're going through these B halls here. So they've sold the fake sufficiently, but they've slowed it up. And that smoke from Inns is going to really slow things up from perspective of Chiefs. Now, that is fantastic from Malta, picking up the 2 frags. And, well, they haven't successfully sold the fake here.
No, they haven't. Unfortunately, losing those 2 players in A side sort of gave away the B positioning a little bit. But you see Tux is coming from behind here and taking one down.
A lot to do here for Striker X. Very experienced player, but in a 4 versus 1, Chiefs are going to play this quite smartly. And they shouldn't allow him to get these frags. They shouldn't allow him to get anything more than a single frag without being traded. They're in good positions here, post-play.
Very risky maneuver. just unfortunately couldn't pay off for him.
I was going to say post-plant, but post-spotting him.
Mm.
So they've been able to find the secret to taking down Leapfrog. And you can see Leapfrog here. They're going to go for another Tech 9 buy. It worked for them when they took that A-bomb site.
Did, yes. Yeah, very, very, very good plays with the Tech 9s to get a couple of kills to pick up some guns. And yeah, they've made a very interesting play on that A site.
I was going to say, as I said when I'm calling you Dad, I almost feel like throwing it, say, a bit of a face-it flavour. They can't do this, Dad. They're not allowed to do that. This isn't FBL. That was my very tired James Bardolph. But they're heading towards the B bomb site here. That grenade is going to crush. Nope. Thanks, Volvo. As they do stream through these B halls, they're going to try and overwhelm this bomb site. Tough. One.
Just angry mobbing. Look at this.
Two before he's taken down. The angry mob with tees, pitchforks, Tech 9s, you name it. They're coming into this B bomb site. They're not able to resist here, Chiefs, though. They do concede the two frags. Alistair taken down last as it's planted. They will get some Tech 9s, and this is a bit around from Chiefs. At least 3 of them survive, so their economy's going to be better.
Yes. And Lightstep continues having his AWP, so that's going to be a big play for him if he keeps his AWP.
Important that they keep that economy flowing here, Chiefs, because if they do manage to... well, they're in a better place now than they were 2 rounds ago, so put it that way. They've managed to get at least some economy going on Malta and Alistair, and those guys are going to be key for them in the coming rounds. But Leapfrog have got themselves an ensemble as well. They're going back towards this A-bomb, so they're leaving Ins at the top of mid to try and work something out with that AWP. So he's just searching for that frag. Oh,
burning right now.
Utility usage from Chiefs is on point, but they're going to need to try and execute on this A-bomb site.
Ooh, that was a very good play by Tux, actually. You see that Ins was there. Tux was right there for the flank.
Now Malta stepping out from that position, finding 2 frags. Now a lot on Alistair. Look at that second.
He's just holding it down. Look at him. He's going well.
Clipping Alex's hair, taking him down to 7 HP through the side of that box. Now, they don't know where he is. It's a dangerous position here. Now, Tux finally spots it out fat smoke. Back to 13-13. So this is a real to and fro battle at the moment.
Could be looking at an interesting round here for Leapfrog. They don't seem to have a lot of money. I would hope that Tommy would buy head armor of some sort, but yeah, it appears that he does. They're going for the other Tech 9.
The Prophet.
Tech 9 round.
The Tea Whisperer. That's what they call him.
It's not my first rodeo, Jim. I've seen it before.
I've seen many come before, many go. Tux takes down Ins early on, and just a faster approach here on their eco rounds coming out from... I would say tight, but it's actually Leapfrog here in this instance. Lightstep under a lot of pressure there.
Big push there.
Doing a good job too, Chiefs, of actually stepping all at the same time.
Yeah, they're very in sync with each other too. I'm really loving the teamwork that they've got going on at the moment. Just hope it pays off a little bit better for them next map.
Would you say they're in sync?
In sync, yeah, like Justin Timberlake, yes.
Or more like ins?
Or ins, yes.
In
yeah.
sync.
Sorry, I was to in sync Justin Timberlake.
You went straight to...
I'm just a fangirl.
Yeah. You just want it that way. Was that Backstreet Boys?
Yeah, that was Backstreet Boys.
Oh man, baby, bye.
I'm a little bit embarrassed that I know this. Yeah.
I was
trying to give back my man card.
Do you want to go some in-sync calls? Like, it's gonna be B.
Or it's gonna say bye after the last map.
Well, if you've ecoed, you've got to bye.
Yeah, got bye. Well, yeah, you are well versed in puns, Jim. I'll give you that.
I've complimented, of course, by the sultry sounds of Dan Hedgie. If you don't know him, you probably won't. But he's helping me through this cast. As I said, my voice is rather hoarse, and I'm not talking Mr. Ed. And Wilbur will try and help out. Lightstep, opening frag out on the A-bomb site. Being picked apart here, Leapfrog. Tommy not able to make an impact as he pushes through that Molotov, really forced his hand. He's stuck out in the open. Malta steps, does damage. One, not the second. And now a lot of pressure coming through. Alex.
Burnt Snake.
Of the Fire Nation. Has started to attack this A-bomb site. And that bomb will go down. 3v2 on this retake here, Chiefs. Slight number advantage. That Molotov's fantastic. Pushing them away from that bomb box. And, now Alex is taking a lot of damage here. He needs to find another frag, and he does so.
Oh.
Fantastic.
He's copping it from all angles at the moment, Jim, and he's doing well to survive.
Ooh, back to a 1v1.
Oh, Inns.
Wow.
He's on it. He is insane.
Ins. Those 2 frags to bring it back to 14-14. And Chiefs, their money situation's fantastic, but they're going to be exhausting it here. So if either of these teams give up match point, the opposing team is going to have a fairly lackluster bye. So this is a really important round. This is the penultimate round of this particular matchup. Now, Leapfrog have hedged all their bets towards this B-bomb site.
Thank you for throwing in my alias there. Hedged.
But you're inspired by the man himself, Hunter. And that is fantastic work from Tux and Inns. Finding those frags, just shutting down that B-bomb site. Alistair.
Big.
Oh, flicking that mouse like he would his fringe. Those golden flowing locks. Not getting in the way of that frag. And Chiefs find themselves match points. So as I said, their economy is going to be in all sorts. Leapfrog. They're only able to buy whatever they can. And it's not a lot on the books for Leapfrog at the moment. Hedging their bets. Well, they're in T-spawn. They're going to be talking this out. This is an important round, so they're not really too quick to jump into anything.
No, they're not, Jim. I'm hoping Inns will sort of make some big frags here. Give some other guys these guns of the CTs. It'll be really good to see. Bit tense for an overtime. I don't mind seeing it, but
Not a man of the overtime?
I'm not. No, not on the player side of things. Anyway.
Look at that. Tux putting in an absolute an innings.
Yes.
And Inns, on the other hand, of Leapfrog really stepping up to the mark now. I'm going to head back towards his B halls. You can see on that overlay, we've got a lot of pressure now coming towards his B bomb site. Light step hits the first. Ooh.
Narrowly misses the second.
They keep running the gauntlet though.
Yeah, they're just really testing it.
Now it's Snake Daddy just waiting that one out. Recently becoming a father, experiencing the joys of life as Multi experiences the joys fragging someone through smoke. And Inns finds the next frag onto Striker X. 2v5. This seems too hard to do for Leapfrog, and they are just being picked apart there. So unfortunately, at least on Mirage, they won't be turning into a princess.
Well, yeah, it's Chiefs, big comeback, Jim. Big comeback from Chiefs being down at the first half. So very interesting play.
Now, look at that scoreboard there. Fantastic work from Tux. He just silently went about his mark too. He wasn't really, you know, going for highlight reel frags,
No,
but he
he
certainly put a shift in there. So, first map, Mirage, going the way of Chiefs. They grind that one out. That was their map pick as well. So, we might go to a very quick break. I'm not too sure on the times between matches, but we'll be going to a very short break, guys. Stick with us. You've been watching Jimmy Nesso and Hedgie cast the